There's an old saying that every man should have a son, plant a tree, and write a book. Do you think most men are going to fall short of this over this next decade? Do you think that a lot of guys aren't even going to come close to getting even fucking close to even three of these?
Yeah, no, 1,000%. I don't know how many people. I know that right now, what is it, 33% of guys under the age of or between the ages of 18 and
Yeah, and
35.
something like half usually already don't have kids, or
Yeah,
something like that. Like it's a lot of guys that don't usually have kids.
right. And it's not that you have to. So the quote is really referring to having responsibility that goes beyond you.
True.
Right?
Yes.
So planting a tree refers to society,
Mhm.
right? Writing a book refers to society.
Mhm.
Having a kid refers to society.
Yeah,
So
you're giving something.
exactly being a plus positive for the next generations,
Yeah.
right? And really not just the next generation, but your own particular legacy. So when you die, your name carries on. I think Rod Eric said that in the last thing on Saturday. So yeah,
Yeah.
when you die, your name carries on.
Yeah.
That's what that's referring to. And a lot of guys are falling very short of that. Not This is not their fault. I don't I put a lot of onus on guys, but this particular thing is not their fault. I say that because in America specifically, in the West specifically, the idea is individualism,
Mhm.
right? So you come in alone, you die alone.
Yeah.
There's no emphasis on legacy,
Yep.
right? In any form. Even now, you got guys who are like, don't get married, don't have kids, this, this, that, and the third, which is fine. But if you're not gonna get married, you're not gonna get kids, then you need to build a kingdom.
Mhm.
And if you're not building a kingdom, then what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it depends what your end purpose is or whatever, like your end goal. Like some people want the legacy, some people want the family, and some people want a kingdom to build something big. I guess I think everybody low key wants the kids, and they're all coping if they say they don't.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah,
every
because
guy.
once you
Yeah,
have a shit ton of money, there's nothing else to do but to have kids at that point, kind of.
yeah.
And like we all want the money, so we want the kids then, right?
You always want
Technically,
to give. Like men are designed to give,
yeah,
and so having kids is like the first.
yeah.
You know,
The way I see that saying, guys, is just like you got to have a son because your name has to go on. Like if you even fucking care about being a real man, and if you give a fuck about your ancestors that literally went through hell to get to the point where you're at right now, for you to just fucking squander it and not have kids, it sounds like the most selfish thing I've ever heard of in my life for your bloodline. But whatever. But yeah, and then writing a book, obviously you should want your thoughts to go out. You should want to be on your purpose and change the world and expand human consciousness and knowledge with writing a book. You should want to plant a tree to, everybody who knows me knows I'm all about planting stuff. Money grows on trees, guys. Yeah, sooner or later y'all gonna learn it. Let's go to the next one. What are the biggest mistakes men are making with social media, you think?
Staying on it too long.
Staying on it too long?
Staying on it way too long. If you're gonna be on it, man,
it should only be like work.
Yeah, what's his name? There's a YouTuber. I think his name is like Iman Grazi or something like that. He says that he's like, there's nothing wrong with being on social media 24/7, but you need to be working. Like if you're an influencer on social media, that's cool. But if you're just like a regular person, you got 9 to 5 and you're on social media, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're
at
a consumer
2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you're a consumer. Oh man.
Even though you're not consuming products at the store or anything, you're still a consumer.
You're still a consumer. They're putting you in the algorithm. They're saying this person's been spending this much time. Heck, you can actually track how much time you've been spending on Instagram.
Yeah, you can track on your whole phone. There's no excuse for not knowing that you're an addict right now.
Pretty much.
There's no excuse. I get a little notification every week about how much my time is on my iPhone. Shit's
1,000%,
crazy.
1,000%, and all you're seeing is like memes, girls. It's funny. I think it's Jay Waller who said it. What he does is with his Instagram, he follows like financial people, AI. He follows a bunch of like tech, finance, real estate, those types of guys, right? Mainly because the more that you follow them, the more that stuff gets pushed out in your explore page and all that good stuff. So when he's
bullshit.
Exactly. When he's on Instagram, he's learning.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Nothing bad is ever popping up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. I love my reels whenever they come through right now because it's always like good shit. It's always stuff that's actually like worth my time.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing that's wrong with a lot of guys' social media is that they're curating their profiles and stuff to the point where they get nothing but ass all the time. And they're wondering why they're 25 or like this 25 and under guys. They wonder why they can't get their dick hard and stuff. It's like you've been literally watching the craziest porn for like fucking 10 years.
Decades.
Yeah, and like I didn't even have access to anything close to that whenever I was their age. Like I think that's the biggest thing. That's another reason for the 9-10 thing. I think a lot of the younger cats, they're gonna like have a really inflated like what they want, because of what they've seen their whole life, which is
Yeah.
nothing but the craziest bitches on their like I could sell it's always about the adjustable 7, guys. Y'all are fucking
Just
y'all are crazy if y'all don't go for the
no,
adjustable
honestly, yeah,
7s.
for like
For long term, for
yeah, for
marriage,
long
yeah.
term, for marriage, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the adjustable 7. I mean,
Here, talk about
there's nothing really wrong with a guy wanting a 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Everybody
No,
says,
you just should be prepared for what comes with it. Like
Yeah.
AMS always talks about, like you could choose those girls, but they come with something extra.
yeah,
Like that's why they're a 9 or a 10.
1,000%. And honestly, if you're gonna get a 9 or 10, you might as well just go overseas. I know a lot of people don't do the passport bro stuff,
But you
the
can get a 9 or
culture is
10 better.
different. No, yeah, I'm just saying, like you're groomed. They're groomed to be different.
Women,
Yeah.
being
Wives.
wives, yeah.
Wives,
Yeah.
exactly.
Some mothers.
So
Yeah.
you can literally Austin Holloman, he's out there living his best life. I'm like, man, these
Shout the
girls.
fuck out to Austin
There
Hollywood.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
One of our
I'm
bros.
like, even our guy, man, why am I forgetting this dude's name? Jeez, I don't know why I just forgot this dude's name. Scotty G,
Oh yeah.
right? Scotty, he's living
Sorry,
his best
I'm
life
yawning,
too. No, you good. And so, I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting a beautiful woman. You just want a better mind. In the West, unfortunately, the beautiful, the prettier she is,
the more fucked her mind.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
1,000%.
yeah. That's I guess that is a good way to want a passport, bros. If you want to go get a fucking banger, you know, like
Yeah.
something that's way out of.
because everybody
of
wants
your
their
league
kids to be
maybe
pretty.
normally.
Like I don't know too many dudes who want an ugly kid
Yeah, definitely not. I don't want. Yeah.
or ugly woman. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me check out the super chats really quick so I can keep up with them.
Yeah.
$1 from Michael Mitro. Thank you so much, bro.
Hey.
I appreciate you, man. $2 from Unburied House. Like the video and you'll get a 6-pack of soda. Yes. $5 from Unburied again. Thank you so much, bro. True responsibility starts when your offspring can hold you accountable for their outcome and lessons you implanted on them. At that point, no excuse. Very true, man. When your offspring can hold you accountable for their outcome and lessons you implant on them. Yeah, it's actually really crazy how much you can tell the success of somebody based off how good their kids are, like how good their family is. Like you can, oh my God, you can literally tell how good a kid is going to be in their future sometimes just based off of their family, and if they're like parents or even actually good people.
Hey,
I hate going to Walmart or Target and I be seeing badass kids
everywhere.
Yeah, I really do. I be wanting to snatch them up, like man. But yeah.
What's up, Don?
Yo, I got a real question for y'all. As you know, a man, like as far as preferences goes, what would you rate higher for you as a man? Do you rate respect and loyalty higher than looks?
Oh, that's a good question, man.
Respect and loyalty higher than looks.
Yep.
You know what's crazy is like. I don't really want to answer this one.
Because I have an answer for y'all, and
I'm about to get hated for this.
Let me get your answer. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. As a guy that like, so here's the thing. Like, I'm honest with everybody on this channel. Like, I'm always honest with y'all. I have baggage. Like, I always say matching baggage. Like, if a guy has baggage, and if you're a guy who has baggage and you have trauma and you're not that good of a guy, you probably shouldn't sit there and fucking get mad when a girl is like that because you ain't that good either. So it's like. I will say that sometimes I will choose the more beautiful girls that might, not respect me as much, but it's because like I'm comfortable with being disrespected because I'm not that good of a guy. Like I'm comfortable with having a woman that's not perfect because I'm not perfect. So because of that, I'll take the hot looks, but the shitty attitude, I guess. That's just the way I kind of see it. Like I'm definitely willing to go through more pain than most guys. More shit tests, more bullshit. I think most men like really cannot handle a woman that puts them through shit. And I can really well. So it just depends on the type of guy. But I have BPD. I'm a whole different form of guy. Most guys are not nearly as like willing to go through nearly as much shit as me to like keep a relationship together. So that's why I'm special. That's why I talk so much about relationships, guys, because I fight for them really hard. So I know every positive point of them. And sadly, I know every negative point too. But yeah, go ahead. Like, what do you think, bro? Like, which one would you choose?
That is a shit. Okay, so. If I gotta choose,
definitely more healthy though for the other one.
Yeah, if I gotta choose, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna be respect over everything.
Yep.
Mainly because, okay, when a woman disrespects you, especially in public, I'm gonna give y'all a story time. I don't know if y'all got the little.
What if she never disrespects you in public though?
If she just disrespects you, period, then.
Yeah.
But if she disrespects you in private, it's gonna be public. If she disrespects you private,
it'll come out sooner.
It's gonna come out sooner.
Yeah, It's just she can't hide it forever.
1,000%. So, I had a homeboy in college. Man, it was so crazy. This is the stuff that kind of like really opened my eyes. to like how vicious women can be. So he was like the guy who wore braces. He looked like no homo. He was like the guy who was like low key handsome. Like all the women liked him, but he had braces, so he looked weird.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, "Don't do that." Don't do that. I said no homo. Yeah, I'm absolved. But
You're lucky I don't have the button on my board.
But anyways, bottom line is that he got his braces off. He got a little bit more confidence. He thought he was ugly until he got his braces off. The girls liked him, right?
Yeah.
The first woman that he locked himself in with, like she had a big old ass, right? So he locks himself in with this chick. She's beating this dude in public. Like I'm not talking about they used to fight. She used to fight him. Now, mind you, I'm like 6 foot, 6'1" at this time. He's like 6'4", 6'5", and she got to be like 5'6".
It's always the big guys. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And I'm talking about he ended up joining the military, but at that time he was like real like receiver built. I mean, I'm looking at this dude like, man, why are you letting this girl touch all on you? And it's crazy because I just saw like how bad his reputation dropped as a result of that. The women who thought he was handsome were like, I don't know about this dude.
Because he put up with it.
Because
it's very unattractive. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it shows you don't hold frame. Yeah.
Exactly. So a guy who chooses respect first can always like
attract even more women as well.
On. Exactly.
Yes.
But if he chooses the beauty first and she's like, shitting on him, all the women who are in that sphere of beauty, not like, let's say it's a 7, right?
Yeah.
Adjustable 7. A 7 and down is going to disrespect them.
Yes.
The up is like already there, right?
Yeah.
That's why he's at the 7. The 7 and the down are going to disrespect him unless she's like that, like nice. She'll be like, oh, well, yeah, I'll treat him better. But outside of that, they're going to be looking at him like, man, this dude over here got getting his ass whooped.
Yeah. Donnie, what was your answer to that one?
So mine is hands down respect and loyalty.
Yeah.
To me, whenever I receive or notice that respect and loyalty, to me, that makes the girl 2 notches higher as far as attractability.
She could be a fucking...
Like, she can be a 5 and go up to a 7 easy for me. And the reason why I say 5,
I don't... 4 points sometimes.
Yeah, like, to me as well, like, whenever you, for example, that story you just gave, Goods, I think whenever you put yourself in that situation and you get embarrassed in public like that, you're automatically showing that you pedestalize that woman because you're already attached. Mm-hmm. Like you're willing to put up with the bullshit. And that is unattractive, I think, to not just women, but as well your comrades, your dudes, your guys, your boys. Like they're gonna be looking at you like, dog, you a bitch, bro. Mm-hmm. He's a
stop being a bitch and come on.
So, I respect and loyalty all day.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.